In a major nod to India's rise as a global defense manufacturing powerhouse, reports suggest now Greece wants to integrate Indian missiles and technologies into its fleet of French-made Rafale fighter jets, a move that can not only strengthen bilateral defense ties but also position India at the heart of European security structures. The potential talks involve the next-generation Indian systems like the Astra Beyond Visual Range air-to-air missile and the smart anti-airfield weapon already being integrated into the Indian Air Force's Rafale fighter jets. India's military systems have often proved to be more economical, yet operationally on par, if not better, than expensive Western counterparts. And Greece is now keen to leverage this Indian expertise. From 2021 to 2024, Greece commissioned 24 Rafale jets. These multi-role proven warbirds have fortified Greece's eastern Mediterranean defense amid the ever-present and historical regional tensions with Erdogan's Turkey. But a cutting-edge air force comes at a cost. French missiles like the Meteor, which have a range of 200 kilometers, aren't low cost, with a staggering price tag of 25 crore rupees per missile. Greece is now on the lookout for economical yet effective alternatives to give its fleet additional firepower. India, whose defense industry is rapidly growing, is a top choice. Not only has it successfully incorporated its own indigenous weapons onto advanced platforms like the Rafale, but it's showing that a cutting edge doesn't have to mean super expensive either. The DRDO-designed Astra Mk1 is an extremely effective beyond visual range missile with over 100-kilometer range for just 7 to 8 crore rupees per missile compared to Meteor's 25 crore rupee price tag. Its superior variants like the Astra Mk2 of 160-kilometer range and the latest hypersonic Astra Mk3 of 340-kilometer range with ramjet propulsion only add to its capabilities, making it an affordable counterpart to European missiles. In the same vein, the smart anti-airfield weapon, a brand new 100-kilometer range weapon, is a guided bomb designed to destroy runways and harden targets. Greece's growing interest in Indian technology is driven by strategic requirements as well as economic pragmatism. In addition, collaboration with India would enable Greece to have more diversified and independent defense procurement capabilities. Athens would thus enjoy greater strategic autonomy in increasingly dynamic global order. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in August 2023 became the first Indian Prime Minister to visit Greece in over 40 years when bilateral relations were upgraded to a strategic partnership. The visit featured discussions on defense, intelligence sharing, the IMEC trade corridor, as well as enhancing overall bilateral cooperation. The Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis returned the favor with a visit to India in February 2024, further cementing ties. Now, this was followed by India's Defense Intelligence Agency Chief Lieutenant General D.S. Rana's visit to Athens in December 2024, which focused on counter-terror cooperation and intelligence sharing. Both countries have also supported each other on key global issues. While Greece has backed India for a permanent seat in the UN Security Council, while India has supported Greece on Eastern Mediterranean tensions, emphasizing growing convergence on key strategic issues. Greek involvement in the Indo-Pacific Oceans Initiative and partnership in the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, or IMEC, which was launched in 2023, also attest to Athens' tilt towards the Indo-Pacific, with India being a central partner. With talks also intensifying for potential acquisition of India's Pinaka rocket system and the Indian Air Force participating in Inyakos 25 War Games, a multinational military exercise hosted by Greece, the pace of the Indo-Greek defense relations is compelling. So if Greece proceeds and inducts Indian missiles and technology into its own Rafale fighter fleet, it will be a landmark, not just in bilateral ties, but also for India's emergence as a global defense partner. For India, it will represent possibilities of partnership with other users of Rafale fighters like Egypt, Qatar, or Indonesia. As strategic interests overlap and defense cooperation increases, India and Greece are in a position to create a 21st century partnership. A partnership that can redefine regional security from the Indo-Pacific all the way to the Mediterranean. So should India and Greece further enhance their bilateral cooperation? Leave a comment with your opinion, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.